wonder why I have no heat at all. There's people knocking on my window, waiting for some crack. And even if I did, I would smoke it all. Got race pictures on my wall, and it reminds me that I'm not that gay. I'm not that gay. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone number. I sent 10 letters way back in the day. What's up, dude? What's up, Ray? Probably was something going on in the DCCC. I know that happens. It's okay, G. What's been going on? How's the show going? What's going good? I was just reminiscing about the hood. I was just talking about the days we used to go to 8 Mountain, go to the park to drink the water. Just want you to remember me. This is Steve, riding me. Steve from the hood. Coming back. I know you've been to parties. I have binoculars. I saw you outside. I was standing with your little brother Louie. You could have said what's up and signed his t-shirt. He's your little brother. We're standing out in the cold. Little Louie had a runny nose. I ain't that mad though. I just don't like being lied to. Remember when we met in 2nd grade? You said he liked you as his sister? And yeah, me too. Get right with me, Ray. It's Steve. Side. The capital. B. Public access bands. This will be the last letter I ever send your ass, man. It's been 2 years, you haven't said a word. I don't deserve it. I'm driving right now, drinking a 40 of Mickey. I'm sick of you, dog. You know that song by Room Explore? Shut up! You heard that? You got me so pissed off I locked my homie's mama in the trunk. I don't know how I'm supposed to send this out. I took all your pictures off the wall. I just... Oh, no.
Hola, episode 67, the episode 67 of the episode 67 Calm Crazy Show. And I know I don't have OCD, and I'm sorry I said that Howard Stern. So anyways, basically it's episode 67 of the Calm Crazy Show, and I'm playing some Led Zeppelin, and I know later on the show we'll be doing some little tribute, hopefully, to the bass player of The Who passed away at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. But the point is, I get been barely turned on to Led Zeppelin during the past 10 years, and I love those guys. And first things first is I want to be able to say that I want to be able to thank TCC. And let's get to the matter of hand. Dee Dee Ramone from the Ramones died, and then not even 3 weeks later, the bass player for The Who died. So that's the current events on dead bass players. Okay, current event, a man at Los Angeles International Airport opened fire at the Israeli airport agency ticket line, killing 2, injuring a couple others. It wasn't until a security guard at the Los Angeles airport opened fire, ended up killing him. But in doing so, while the man was mortally wounded, he still continued to try to stab out with some knives, and they shot him again, I heard. I'm not really clarified on what the official story is on that. But apparently INS would have been trying to deport him back since 1996. But apparently since his wife became an American citizen, he was granted a temporary visa. And as far as Israeli officials are concerned, the official federal government, the Israeli ticket line agency, they think it's a terrorist act, and the U.S. says it's not a terrorist act, but the Israeli official said it is a terrorist act, and I don't care what the hell you say. So there you go, they're opening a new confrontation on the war on terrorism, and that's that. Okay, then on a very sad note, there have been 77 dead refugees heading through the southern Arizona corridor who have passed away. 77 in a 3.5-week period. And it's going to get worse, and you know, can't you think 4th of July, everyone's feeling patriotic? Yeah. And here we are, we have not only Mexican immigrants, but people from all over the world just trying to go through the desert to form a better life, better understanding of what the American dream is all about. And they are willing to work hard hours, but yet they're being killed by the desert heat. And God bless them all, but I wish I could go out there, but it gets too much. There must be the way to curb all this. Okay, then the Vice President of Afghanistan was shot and assassinated by drug warlords. So basically, Rambo 3 had the whole premises down right. Warlords take over Afghanistan in Rambo 3 back in 1998 after the Afghanistan-Soviet Union War. So there's nothing new about that. If the Vice President of the Afghanistan government is being assassinated, I don't think there's really much hope. So let's see if there's going to be any U.S. meditation or U.S. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Okay, sad note, in Florida, 3 brothers died by drowning in their family pool. The ages 6, 7, and 9, and they all died in the swimming pool. Apparently they were able to go through the gate, and apparently one followed the other, while the other one followed the other, and they all passed away, the 3 brothers in Florida. So, and we live in Tucson, so there's a lot of people who have swimming pools. You have to remember, you gotta keep the gate locked. You have to have a gate around the swimming pool. You can't leave a child by the swimming pool unattended. Not even for 30 seconds, 15, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 second. It's that much. So Florida should be, the Florida case should be a reminder. Keep an eye on your little one. Look what the fuck happened to Tommy Lee. Okay, John Frankenheimer, one of the greatest movie directors ever to come out of Hollywood. John Frankenheimer died at the age of 72 this week. Okay, then in Pakistan, a boy from a Pakistani village walked home unattended with a girl his age. And so the neighboring Pakistan village where the girl belonged to got mad at the family of the boy. So they said, we have to punish the boy and the family. So they said, we're gonna punish the boy family by gang raping the oldest daughter. So there you go. They gang raped the oldest daughter of a nearby Pakistan village because the girl who was the victim, brother walked home with the rival village girl. So far, 3 have been caught. Pakistan. I know the smart people who come from Pakistan to the U of A and everywhere, and the good people. But the point is that mentality can't exist here. And it's the U.S. It's the U.S. So the U.S. pretty much conquers all because American mainstream is pretty much the pop culture of the whole world because MTV is in every country in the whole world. Pretty much the U.S. is the most greatest land ever. So that's enough about that. And okay, then on the East Coast, I gotta confirm this. Direct news, I'm sorry to say. Oh, I'm not sorry to say, but last week the director's cut of Chupacabra, I forgot to mention that, and it happens here on the air, and it's like this is my own version of the Howard Stern calling. So I hope you enjoyed the Chupacabra director's cut. And okay, I'm gonna be showing some really cool pictures. I'm out of here. I gotta go. Here we go. That's really good. We can recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, we're really American. Hola people, it's the Call Me Crazy show. I'm very glad to be here, and first thing is first is I want to be able to congratulate the TCCC on their victory of proclaiming the fact that they're still going to be on the air. So big old kudos to the TCCC. I'm glad because basically Paulo, which is aka Marty, and Rob Kadutu, aka Robert, and Call Me Crazy, aka Ray, we're all very happy, including a bunch of shows. We can go off with the hectic Adams Hour, to the Tuba Show, all the way to In the Zone, all the way to the Hookah Show, all the way to Dan Harrigan Show, all the way to Joe the Expert, plus all the way to the Debate King Show. So we have a long history, and I'm very glad that you guys are able to attend. So here I go, people. Here we go. First thing first, in Tokyo, earlier this year, a man in Tokyo, Japan, was on a runway at a major airport in Tokyo, and guess what? He got sucked into an engine turbine for the Boeing 767 engine turbine. Witnesses and air traffic controllers said that they assumed the man tried to commit suicide because apparently he ran into the Boeing 767 Boeing engine turbine. And there was no missing remains. And that just goes to show, if you're gonna go put yourself in an engine turbine, learn from the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the first season of the movie, there's a major scene with the airplane and the chopper blades and I don't know where. Okay, I'm sorry. Bill Clinton, you all know who he is, Bill Clinton. He was the former president as of a year and a half ago. But anyway, there's rumors of him having his own talk show on NBC, maybe MSNBC, maybe even ABC. No one knows what the fuck is going on. It's really top secret. Right now, people don't think it's happening. But Bill Clinton has been in talks for having his own show. So let's see what happens. Rosie O'Donnell hates him. I hate Rosie O'Donnell anyway. Okay, alrighty. In South Africa, Sesame Street is a world-renowned foundation that takes care of children on vacation and idealism that is perfect for the free kindergarten set that sets the value that later on in life it sets a prerequisite for how their feelings are going to be set concerning others. I know I sound like a bunch of gibberish, but I'm telling the truth. Because whatever it is that, say this kid is 8 years old, say you're a 20-year-old father and you have an 8-year-old kid, the 8-year-old kid, your son, will know when you're 20, you can learn a valuable lesson. I don't want to use it to the fullest point. Well, I don't know, I'm a godfather. Well, that's another story, but anyway, I love kids. I have a lot of family, and I love kids, and that's that. So the point is, Sesame Street's going to have an HIV positive Muppet in South Africa Sesame Street edition. And that's a big step because in the year of our Lord, 2002, we have, and South Africa is a third world country. You know that. They have water, sanitation problems, property, and only on top of that, they have the highest AIDS population. Last time I read about it and heard about it, the last count was like maybe almost 4 million South Africans have HIV and released AIDS. But South Africa, Sesame Street is going to have an HIV positive Muppet who's going to be an orphan girl. And so that's like the biggest breakthrough. When the kids have to realize they're going to be asking, how do you get AIDS? Drug abuse. We all know that. Bad and horrible sexual contact. Not horrible, but whatever encounters or whatever it is. and I'm including transfusion. So, you know, everybody has to be careful, but in South Africa, it's so bad. Sesame Street allowed a Muppet to have HIV positive blood cells, and pretty much it's going to be a part of the show. So we'll see how that comes along. So that's great education. It's going a step further because God knows how many children see Sesame. Okay, then on the bad side of the teenager news. California, 3 teenagers were videotaped gang raping an unconscious, drugged, raped 16-year-old girl, and they raped her with a foreign object not included themselves. And the 3 guys raped a 16-year-old girl who was mentally, who was unconscious. They made her take drugs. She was raped. Then after she was raped by the 3 guys, they raped her with a foreign object. Was a federal civil rights law. And guess what? One of those kids was the son of the sheriff. I hope one of the godfathers in California comes across and say, hey, this shit's got to go down because these kids are going to go walk away free. Okay, in Sonoma, California, a woman tried to kill herself and her severely disabled 15-year-old son by ramming her car into a tanker truck. This was last year, 2001. Apparently a woman who was 40 years old tried to kill herself and her severely disabled 15-year-old son by ramming her car into the back of a tanker trailer truck. Apparently everybody got severely injured, critical condition for everybody, and apparently the woman is about to be sentenced. So we'll find out more about that, but as right now she might be looking at a couple years in prison. In the Midwest, 180 people ate seafood and lobster appetizers and made entrees at the Red Lobster. So far, one person has died from eating disease-contaminated meat, seafood, and apparently 180 people are already sick. One has died and still counting. And people, I ain't talking about Ebola, I ain't talking about I'm not talking about outbreak. I am talking about right here in the good old USA. There's a motherfucking outbreak, and before we know it, by the year 2008, we're gonna be looking at the worst epidemic ever, including everything else. So damn the forces that work together with the power structure to combine with the resources of the evil, so it can all collide against the forces of good. What up, Tucson, Arizona? This is the Call Me Crazy show. First of all, I want to thank the city of Tucson for watching the show. But as you can tell, I'm over here in a place with my editor called a park called Iron Horse Park. It's off of Broadway by downtown. And as you can see, there's some sort of a Diamondback Bridge. We'll go over there in a little while. The only reason we're here right now is because city planning at Tucson sure is at its worst. Here we have a bike trail. We already have people walking down the trail. You know, people take their walks. You know, a mother with the kids. And you know, maybe they want to go on the other side of Broadway. If I'm correct, right? So you would think they would have a bike trail leading from the asphalt all the way to the bridge. And apparently there's not a single bike trail to go to the bridge to get on the other side of Broadway. So now you're forced to go all the way around, up on the sidewalk of Broadway, then walk up to the Sidewinder Bridge, Diamondback Bridge. So to me, it doesn't make any sense that they close it off. You can see the bridge that's going over the Aviation Highway and Broadway, but there's no way that you can get to it from here. So I think that's pretty stupid. And also, we can walk through here, and there's a sign that we'll be coming across. And the sign, the City of Tucson sign says, possession of firearm is illegal in recreational city parks, right? But this sign says, you are able to bring in a firearm with the correct permit. Okay, you really want to have a firearm with a permit in a playground? Yeah, I'm really going to bring my kids over here knowing there's a City of Tucson sign saying, hey, if you have a firearm and you have a permit, go ahead and bring the firearm and the permit into Iron Horse Park, even though there's going to be kids running around. So that gets another stupid reason why I hate Tucson City Planner. I'm not saying they all suck, but they're not using their heads, you know what I'm saying? Really, you want to be in a playground that has nice security, and here we are, they put a playground set that apparently there's no one using. I don't see any dog shit anywhere. I don't see any people walking their dogs around. Oh, I find a chupacabra shit. But the point is, it's fucking stupid. You can't even get to the Diamondback Bridge from here. So now we have to go all the way around. Look at that. You can see where the wall goes. There's not a single opening. So now, if you're on the bike trail, you're forced to ride your bike all the way up to Euclid, make a short U-turn, then go back up on Broadway get to the bridge. So it gets stupid, and it irritates me that it took a whole year to get that whole thing finished. And here's the sign that I want to show you. Carrying a firearm in this park is limited to person who possess a permit issued. I don't think that's going to stop from people bringing guns into the park, even if they don't have a goddamn permit. So that gets stupid. So it's summertime, it's about to rain, and ain't nobody using the trail. City of Tucson, you did it again, you rocked. The city government rocked again. Iron Horse neighborhood. Look it, if I'm right, look. I think Casey Jones is in the caboose. Casey Jones, driving that train, high on cocaine. I'm sorry, I gotta answer a phone call. Hello? Hey, can you call me back in a little while? I'm on TV. I'm on TV, dude. We're talking about Iron Horse Park, but call me back in a little while. The D-Stir says what's up. Okay, I'll see you guys later, bye. Bye. Now it's the infamous D-Stir. You all know who he is. He's the guy who's in drag and Cluckers. So, oh yeah, all you people know who he is. So here we are, okay people, we're coming up to the wall now, and we finally can come across the entrance to get to the bridge. So far we have walked all these steps, and we're still not able to get to the bridge. So to me that doesn't make any sense, and we'll show some more right now. So how you doing, Tucson? Look at the sky. The monsoon season is here. Hello. Hi. And that was another Call Me Crazy fan. And no, it wasn't Mark Chapman, and it wasn't Tracy Chapman. Okay, we finally did it. But here we go. That's really smart. No bike trail. But now there's a bike trail. Now here we are going to the Diamondback Bridge. I know, people. I know. Okay, since we're going up to the bridge, there's one thing I wanted to talk about real quick. In Phoenix, 3 weeks ago, American West Airlines, 2 American West Airlines pilots were arrested in Miami for drinking and driving aircraft, not driving, but flying an aircraft. Apparently these two American Airlines pilots couldn't get onto the plane with their drinks, and one of the airport screeners found smelled alcohol on them. They reeked of alcohol, and they got arrested there at the airport. They're pleading not guilty. They're saying that they weren't drunk. Apparently they do it all the time, or so they say. All I gotta say, people, haven't you seen the movie Airplane? That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, so after that happened, American West Airlines issued an apology saying that won't happen again. A week after that incident happened, several passengers from American West Airlines were ejected for making comments to the flight crew about the sobriety and the condition of the pilots. And some of the pilots got mad because they were saying these passengers are assuming that all American West Airlines pilots are a bunch of drunkards. Well, I don't know. I already know 2 of them. But point in case is that they all got ejected. It's a total of 8 to 10 passengers that got ejected from American West Airlines. So all I gotta say is boycott American West Airlines. They say they're for the good of the Southwest. I don't think so. So you know, I'm not saying screw them. I'm just saying they gotta do their company policy toward passengers a little better, because maybe I might be taking American West Airlines pretty soon this summer. So we'll find out. Okay, here we are, people. The bridge finally. First time I saw this was last July 24th, 2001, and this piece of shit thing wasn't even finished yet. So here we are, It looks pretty nice, I don't know. Hey, is that the same trail that we were looking at, Marty, earlier? Mm-hmm. Does it lead around the wall?
Yeah, you can see the wall is just blocked off, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It almost appears like it's not, but I think once you get down there, the wall does cut off.
Okay, people, here's my comments on this kind of stuff. You know what? It does break off there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
But we couldn't find it, though.
We couldn't find it.
We didn't notice until we got over here, so it's still bad planning.
We'll go back down this way. I'm going to do my impression of the Warriors. As you can see, this is the city landscape. Can you dig it? See? I can feel like the Warriors. But anyways, here it is. Finally, the bridge. I'm gonna walk down there. I hope it'll be safe, bro. Okay, let's see the top. Let's see. There we go. No need for their names on there. They act like they built the whole goddamn thing. They didn't. Enough of that. Alrighty, let's go. Alright, here we go. I don't know, it looks like I'm entering the movie Minority Report. I think Tom Cruise is on the other goddamn side. Weird, huh?
Fuck yeah.
It doesn't even feel like we're in a snake.
Feels like it's gonna get hit by a big semi.
You know, I feel like Danny Glover. Remember in the Lethal Weapon movie where he's hanging over the freeway in the movie and he says, "I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this, Tucson."
People aren't gonna want to take this. It don't feel safe.
Look, there has been only one bicycle guy in here. Only one bicyclist.
It's all uneven, the floor.
Oh yeah, can we show that road down there? That curve right there, that was closed off for a whole year. I used to live on 29th Avenue last summer, and I used to have a lot of friends on this side of town, so I would take Aviation Highway to go visit my friend. But no, that was closed off. I would have to make a huge ass U-turn in downtown to get back on Broadway. So, I don't know, I kind of like it. I feel like I'm in like the movie Soylent Green. It's pretty cool, I like it a lot. Okay, now we're gonna find the Rattler. It doesn't rattle, people. It would have been cooler if you could press a button on the bottom of it and then it rattled and say 2001 Wolves Champion Diamondbacks. So we did it. That's it for this segment. But I've seen rattlers before, and this is the biggest rattler I've ever seen. So I like it. I was talking a lot of shit about this bridge, but apparently we're like the only 3 people to use it other than the bicyclists. That was it for that. We're going to take one more trip back into memory lane, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, people, here I am again. Earlier in the segment, we talked about there's not a single pathway to the Sidewinder Diamondback Bridge. Apparently there is. We found a bike path. It's a little further up, but since the city of Tucson is playing tricks on us, they did an optical illusion. The bike trail that leads up to the bridge is behind those 2 rock pillars. But me being incorrect, as you will, I'm making a correction. The bike path is there, so there is a bike path to the bridge. But point is, ain't nobody on the bridge. Ain't nobody here using it. You know, there's not even a transient around here using it. But on the west side, we have a lot of fucking messes around the U of A area, the A Mountain area. You know what I'm talking about? Dart Pass area and Grande area around A Mountain. They could use something like this. They could use walls like this. They have a bike race there 2 times a year, and they can't clean it up. But they're gonna clean up a spot by downtown that no one uses. So go figure. But the city of Tucson built an optical illusion. I think it might have been freaking, what's his name? David Blaine who did this. Yeah, that's it. David Blaine and David Copperfield are the city of Tucson planners. Okay, I'm out of here. I gotta make a phone call. Bye. I just wanted to show you guys that. But I guess people have been collecting these little homies like crazy. Okay, and in Israel, things are also worse as they're been for a month and a half, a year and a half, and then some, almost 2 years. Yasser Arafat said that he won't quit. He's the leader of the PLO, the Palestinian organization. And he's saying he won't quit because he is not a coward. So they're basically both sides the Israeli and the Palestinians are at a stalemate because both sides keep on attacking, and more people are dying for no apparent reason, suicide bombing, and also a government raid on the Palestinian men, women, and children also. We can't forget about that. Each side is guilty of what the other side is accusing each other of. Does that make any sense? Okay, Bruce Springsteen has a concert coming to Phoenix. That should be interesting. I don't think I'm going to go see that. But I grew up in the early 80s as a kid, and Bruce Springsteen was on top of the heap back in 1983 and 84. And that's like his mainstream days, his most successful days, if you will. But he's been around since the 70s. But I like those couple songs that he had on that album, Born in the USA. So he's back again with the same band, so that should be interesting. Okay, then we all remember that Los Angeles Lakers won the three-peat this year in the NBA Finals. And guess what? We all know Shaquille O'Neal does albums and movies, and he now has plans in the off-season to produce his own one-hour drama on one of the networks or one of the cable channels. He won't be starring in the show, but basically he'll be being an executive producer. Shaquille O'Neal behind the scenes making a one-hour drama. That should be interesting. We'll see what comes out of that. Okay, on a funny note, we all remember Anna Nicole Smith. She was the guest Jean girl back in the heyday in the early 90s. She was featured in a lot of magazines, Rolling Stones and Playboy and all that. And she has her own show coming out on E! Entertainment, and it's called the Anna Nicole Smith Show. And basically it's going to be like the Osbourne. It's like you all know the Osbourne is the biggest thing ever on MTV. I'm not really big on I hate to say it, people, but I don't have MTV in my house. I said it, I don't have MTV in my house. So I'm not really sure why everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, the reality shows, but they're putting Anna Nicole Smith on E! Entertainment, and the reporters at her press conference signaling the arrival of her show, they asked her, what is her greatest talent? And she said, I have no idea. So that should be a really funny and interesting show, Anna Nicole Smith, because when they asked her what is her greatest talent, she said, and I quote, I have no idea. Oh, that's funny. Okay, in a weird news event in Gainesville, Florida. I keep on bouncing back to Florida. I don't know. Is it because CSI Miami is about to come out this fall? Maybe. But anyway, back to Gainesville, Florida. A man named Michael Holmes, 20 years old, he was bored for a couple days, a couple weeks ago, and for 2 days straight, he called 911, the emergency number. He called that number 1,100 times. 20-year-old guy called 911 1,100 times. He now faces charges and big time charges of that because pretty much he fucked up a lot of phone lines. There were real people who needed 911 assistance, and motherfucker here, Michael Holmes, calls in 1,100 911 fucked up calls. So I hate to put the punishment on him, but he is so fucked up. Okay, then also on the fucked up segment I want to talk about, in Pakistan, a boy walked a girl home from a rival village. Both the villagers got in a little clash about the fact that the boy from the rival village is walking the girl from the other village, like Romeo and Juliet, if you will. And so basically, the brother's family had to be punished, so they gang raped his 18-year-old sister. It happened in Pakistan. I'm telling you the truth. I'll show you some pictures next time. I do have them. But in Pakistan, a woman was gang raped at the age of 18. This is a couple of weeks ago. Just because her brother got punished. So she had to be gang raped, and she got gang raped more than 2 guys. More than 2 guys, and now is now under national attention. And I'm just kind of shocked because Pakistan, as we all know, is having these little skirmishes with India. So they're ready to blow each other up over nonsense. And if these are the kind of people in these villages doing that kind of shit, their mentality is not on our wavelength. You know, just like European people are not on our wavelength, just like South American people are not on our wavelength. It all happens in all different countries. But that's just fucking, that's barbaric and primitive form of bullshit punishment for somebody who didn't even do anything. She got gang raped because her younger brother got punished. So now they got 2 of the guys on trial, or they caught 2 of the guys. They hope to catch some of them later on. But apparently now both those townships are going to be going to war. And it sounds like something out of a fucking, what you call, Mario Puzo novel, Godfather. Like people are going to hit the mattresses. You know, they're having a bullshit war over a bullshit incident, and a real person really got hurt and traumatized, and they say that she's in the wrong. So no wonder Pakistan and India are going to go at it in a couple years. I'm telling you. One day we're going to wake up, and it's going to be 3:30 in the morning, Tucson time, when we find out the shit going to really hit the fan with India and Pakistan. It might be, I'm saying, within the next 5 years. Up to 2008, people, I'm saying it first. Prediction, here I come, 2008, the shit is gonna hit the fan with India and Pakistan. The shit is gonna hit the fan with India and Pakistan. And I'm not making fun of the people, the culture. It's all great, it's all this wonderful thing of Earth. But the point is that the government is allowing themselves to get carried away to a point where they're not thinking in the will of the people. They're thinking more in terms of political power and all that. Which is all pretty, as we all know, we all saw episode 2 Star Wars, and they talk more politics that seems to be in sync with our current events. So that gets kind of crazy. But remind me never to go to Pakistan. Okay, then in Bangladesh, a woman found a cobra by her front door, and then she found it crawling under the house. So she got down to look under. It turns out there were tens of thousands of cobras and snake eggs and cobra eggs that infested the whole borough of the house. The whole village ran like crazy, and the whole town is deserted, and it's all amuck with venomous cobras that is infested itself, where thousands of people have been scattered because they ain't want nothing to do with this village. It's all gone to hell because even the government officials are like, I'm not going in there. I can see it from here. But imagine that, it's so bad, it's infested. There's no way you can take it out of there. It's just in the walls and everywhere. But cobras. And you know what's crazy? George Harrison played a show there. He didn't play a show there? Did he play a show there? Or was it in New York? George Harrison? Bangladesh?
Oh, concert for Bangladesh was in New York.
Okay, so George Harrison technically never went to Bangladesh. That we know. Okay. So enough about that, but Cobra infestation. Okay, then here in Austin, Texas, there was a pastor doing Sunday Bible teaching at the local church, I guess, or the community center, I don't know where. But the point is that the pastor caught an 11-year-old boy cheating in his Bible study. So the pastor and the pastor's brother, who are both grown-ups, beat the little boy for a whole hour until he was unconscious, and he had a kidney failure. The little boy gets for supposedly cheating during his Bible studies, and the pastor beats the boy almost to death, and he went into critical condition. So that just goes to show you it's not in other countries where the idea of violence and religion form together. It's been around for years, and it has affected the U.S. and it's been in the U.S. That's apparent with that, with this incident. The pastor beating the boy for 1 hour. So the pastor and the brother are looking to life in prison is that they are convicted of child abuse, which I hope they get. Child abuse is like the worst thing in the world, I think. Okay, then I also found out Mary J. Blige canceled a concert in Milan, and that's in Italy, because it was a terrorist threat attack. Okay, in Malaysia, get this people, get this shit's funny. In Malaysia, a maid working at this famous, at this real rich guy's house, I mean well off, she's the maid. The man who owns the house, employs the maid, caught her using her used underwear in the soup that she has been cooking for a homeboy who owns the house. And when she got caught, she said, "Oh, I've been boiling my used underwear because I've been trying to put a witch's spell on you." So imagine that, you know, probably all crusty and everything, and all used up and smelling. And she gets tosses in the fucking soup pot and throws it in there, and then she's supposedly saying witch's spell over it. Then she gives it to the homeowner, and he eats it without not even knowing. Okay, in New Guinea, that's a country really far away from here. There's been a surge of the citizen naming their kids after a U.S. pop star. For example, there was one that was pulled out. His name is Elton Travolta. There's some guy running around in that country, New Guinea. His name is Elton Travolta. Okay, then there's a woman running around who was her name Olivia Newton-John. And here's the kicker, man. Here's the kicker. There is even a citizen of that country running around with the name Bill Clinton. Can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine Bill Clinton being named after him, and you're not even a really American citizen yet? That's crazy. But my favorite one is Elton Travolta. It's like, it should have been Elton John Travolta. It's like the doggy dog shit on the fucking... I hate that show, by the way, Doggy Dog. That show sucks. Alrighty. Okay, then we're gonna go to Asia. A van carrying Hindu pilgrims to worship the god of destruction crashed near Calcutta, India in April, killing 21. So these people who are on their way to worship the god of destruction end up going out in an event of total destruction. So you think they knew that they were going to go out like that? They ain't going to go out like that, or they're going to go out like that? They didn't know, but they were going to worship the god of destruction. Crazy. Okay, then here in the U.S., there was a Baptist preacher. I don't know where this happened, but a Baptist preacher, his wife, and his two of their kids were killed when an oak tree topped over in calm weather onto their car. Get the freak accident. No rain, no wind, no nothing, calm day. And a huge ass oak tree fell on the family car while they were pulling out. And as a Baptist teacher, and the church of the Baptist preacher, of the family, they say it was an act of God. That it gets sad. Okay, then we all know Ted Williams died, and he's up there with Walt Disney. They're both playing cards. You all know what I'm talking about. Cryogenics, if you will. I remember Hangar 18 from Megadeth video. I know what I'm talking about. I see X-Files. But anyways, they're supposedly frozen and hope in one day that they can come back to life. I think so. I see enough Futurama episodes that I think it might happen. Phil Donahue is back on TV and NBC, and I really never liked the guy, and I don't know why I'm talking about it. Okay, Tom Hanks is in the movie Road to Perdition, also starring Paul Newman, made by the guy who made, I think his name is Sam Mendes. But he made American Beauty. But anyways, it looks interesting, so we'll see how that comes out. And this Friday, Austin Powers 3 comes out, called Goldmember, and they have cameo appearances, Britney Spears. And I hope to see it this weekend, but it might be packed, so I'll tell you all about it. But I love part 1 and 2. It's up there to me underneath the level of a Cheech and Chong movie. Okay, now we're going to talk about the woman of perfection that people think that she's the ultimate goddess of etiquette and home care and so on. Martha Stewart, you all know who she is. Apparently, she's getting a lot of flack. Now she's in legal trouble because apparently her stockbroker tipped her off telling her about this company that was going to go under, but no one knew it. And he called her up and said, hey, I'm letting you know. That same day, the day before the company crashed, Martha Stewart dumped 4,000 shares in one day before that the bad news about the company's promising career cancer drug didn't come out the way it's supposed to be. And, it's supposed to be helping the people out, whatever. And the miracle drug, or a promising cancer drug, is supposed to help the cancer patients. So that's a lot of deer, and as I speak, they're still slaughtering them. That is the only way to contain an outbreak, because it's a relative form of mad cow disease. So if it jumps out of the circle of that radius, then we're all in deep trouble, because after that, it's going to be harder to contain it. Okay, then here in the U.S., in Norcross, Georgia, a 13-year-old boy was attending a gun show with his father when he was shot in the head by an accidental discharge of one of the guns at the gun show. And here's the kicker: all the guns at the gun show are not supposed to be loaded. Apparently one was. Now we have a 13-year-old kid with a bullet in his head in Georgia. That gets like, there's so many guns around, you gotta be careful with that shit. I shot a gun, I've done it before, but that was that. But I don't know if he died or how he's doing, but that's very, very sad. Okay, then a massacre happened. About 27 Hindus up in the area of Kashmir, India, blamed Pakistan again. Now this is more recent. Okay, then, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you the president. Okay, the vice president of Afghanistan was murdered. And then a couple weeks ago, the president of France was almost killed or murdered in an assassination attempt on his life. Assassination attempt. So that was thwarted by the onlookers. So he's very lucky. So we gotta really take care of what happens next, because there's a lot of people out there who are willing to take on heads of government, gets to lead things into chaos. Kevin Harvick, one of my favorite drivers, who took over Dale Earnhardt's racing car, won the Tropicana 400, and it was a good race. A lot of people said he cheated, but I thought, so he went out of bounds. I know. Okay, then in Los Angeles, there's a videotape that circulated onto the national mainstream television shows and newscasts of a white police officer punching a 16-year-old black kid in the face. I wish I had the videotape to show it to you, but I don't. But maybe next time I will. But they're all looking at a civil rights violation, federal rights, also their rights under federal guidelines were also threatened and abused. So I hope they find them guilty, because we all know what happened last time in 91 and 92 in Los Angeles with Rodney King. And I really won't go into that because that was just crazy. I wish I would have been around then. Okay, in the week of July 15th, back in the day, 1959, Elvis had his first single. 1966, Eric Clapton formed The Cream. In 1967, The Who started the American Tour. Okay, then in 1991, Steven Adler left the band Guns N' Roses. And then in 1992, crack addict Whitney Houston and crack addict Bobby Brown got married to form the Crack Addict Entourage. Used a knife, blade, and other acts of intimidation to make students loosen up in his class. Okay, I had a lot of crazy teachers in my life. Me and Lamarty went to the same schools together. But we had that one crazy ass fucking substitute teacher. It was just a crazy ass experience. But anyway, she was really crazy. I think she had a form of I don't even know what you can call it, a form of fucking craziness, if you will. But anyways, we were being fucking obnoxious in that class. And somehow we managed to convince the class, somehow we partook in a thing, a prank, and a teacher were like, okay, when 12 o'clock comes on, like we were the masterminds of this. I think, weren't we?
Yeah.
Me and Marty, we were the masterminds. We were in junior high. And the substitute teacher turned to read out loud from the goddamn English literature goddamn book, which I read when we were like 9. And you know, by this time we were like 13, 14, we don't want to listen to this shit. And the substitute teacher is so boring. So at the stroke of 12 in the afternoon, me and Marty told the whole class, okay, at 12 o'clock, we'll all start humming. So everyone, the whole class pretending that we're all like listening to the teacher, and we're all giggling underneath our breath. And so sure enough, the clock hits 12 o'clock, and we all start humming one by one. You know, and at first the teacher didn't notice. You know, 15 seconds go by this time it's a little louder. And then she gets up, and she's like looking at us with this incredible look on her face, like, what are you guys doing? And we're like pretending to read our books. We're like, And by this time, a full minute into it, it's the loudest buzz you could ever hear. It's like you had 30 kids, 15 guys, 15 girls just humming, and we're all trying not to laugh, and we're like, it's like cracking up, because by this time the teacher is fucking freaking out, and she started like picking up her paper, and she's like saying, stop it! Stop it! And she's running around with this crazy look on her face, and she's like grabbing the desk of all the fucking students in the class. And by this time we stop, and some of them they're going at her, and it's just like this little crazy scene is being played out, like straight out of a movie. And so she starts wigging out, and we're still trying to do it, and we're all cracking up. And she somehow managed to grab a fucking table leg off a desk and start swinging it around. And it's crazy, she's not even looking at us anymore. She's like, her eyes are like rolling upward, and she has her crazy hair look on her face, and she's swinging the freaking table leg in our advanced placement English class. And she's swinging this thing, we stopped, and it was just hilarious. We knew how to fucking get the substitute teacher going there. But yeah, don't do that, people. Don't do that in class now. I don't want to be able to say that we influenced you guys in some of those manners. But that's one of the many pranks that we did at junior high. But but she was swinging that table leg left and right. And she's not even swinging with both hands. She had it in one hand, and she's like, had this look like she's telling the clouds in the sky, like, why me? Why you stop it? Oh, that's funny. Hilarious. Oh, hilarious. She almost, I think she did break down and cry. Did she not? I don't know. It seemed like she had a nervous breakdown. I made a lot of people cry in high school, and I'm telling you that because Howard Stern can be honest, I'll be honest. But I was a real rotten kid in junior high and high school, and I played a lot of dirty tricks, and I used to make a lot of people cry, and that's fucked up. I know I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't have done that. But you know, at least I didn't, you know, it wasn't assault or whatever, or stalking. But anyway, middle school, that gets hilarious. Middle school. Back then it was junior high, now it's middle school. Alrighty. Okay, then here in the US again, parents of an 8-year-old boy asked school officials for counseling help to pay for psychiatric help for the 8-year-old boy because in 1999 a teacher dumped a cup full of live roaches on him. What the fuck? Is this teacher a fucking washed up stoner fuck, college fuck? I'm not saying college fuck, but a college graduate who's doing this to an 8-year-old boy, pouring a cup of live cockroaches onto an 8-year-old boy as a form of punishment. Has he been seeing Creep Show, the ending, too many times? I bet you that's it.
Fear factor.
And Fear Factor, that's what it is. He's probably one of the writers of Fear Factor. But the teacher had a cup of live roaches and dumped it on an 8-year-old boy and said, "You take that, you mommy dearest fuck." That's what the teacher said. No, I'm just playing. But imagine that kind of punishment. And the teacher still, the teacher still teacher. And then they wonder why kids drop out later. Oh man, I dropped out here. My fucking teacher dropped a fucking couple live cockroaches on my head when I was 8 years old, and I had an intense fear of cockroaches up until that point. But after that, it was very intensified, and I haven't been able to do anything since. I haven't been able to do anything since. Hello? Hey, can I call you right back? Okay, I'll call you right back. Right. Sorry about that. I feel like I'm nobody. I'm just playing.
We used to have roaches in the desks at elementary.
Oh yeah. Okay, here people. On the subject of nostalgia and whatnot, me and Marty went to the same elementary school. I kid you not, people, we had cockroaches in our fucking desk. We're like the product of the early 80s, and we were in elementary school, and there were freaking cockroaches in the fucking desk. You can attest to that, but that is the truth. You know, and we didn't have Eric Brokovich back then sniffing around saying, "Hey, there's some filthy cockroaches and dirty water." We didn't have none of that shit around here. Yeah, and we had, we couldn't think it, we were drinking water filled with lead. Because everyone used to complain, all the kids and the teachers back in the early 80s as elementary school went. Shit on me, but ain't the water taste like metal? Like lead? Yep, everyone thought so. And then they find out later in the 90s study, oh, kids who were drinking lead water suffer brain damage, supposedly. That gets great. Now you have, now you probably have like 10,000 elementary kids from the 80s now with crazy tempers and road rage. But yeah, there was cockroaches in our desk. Yeah, you will open the, remember those kind of desks? You open the desk in elementary, you go, you know, you had your little pencil box and your little folder, like your Star Wars cards and your football cards. And if you're a girl, you had your little magazine of Cosmopolitan and whatnot. But when you open the desktop, as soon as you open it and that light is seeping into the darkness of the crevices of those books, and God knows, and we used to put chips in there too, you know? People put chips in there and Twinkies, leave it in there for a week. You know, remember now you had to clean your desk out once a week. Well, even when you're trying to do that, if you got the desk before from the nastiest, smelliest kid from the year before, you got a desk, that shit is infested. So when it would be clean, but as soon as you would open up the desk and the light is seeping into the desk, you can hear the scuttling of the fucking cockroaches. And then as you open it real wide and they're scampering away behind the books and down the little pipe, God knows where it goes, you know. It's in there. That shit was disgusting. Yeah, we would have a little lockers. No, they wouldn't think about having lockers at the correct age of 12 and 13-year-olds. You know, getting us ready for junior high and high school. No, they would build us a fucking wooden locker at ground level. Fucking ground level. You know, we're like 12-year-old kids and we're already bending down and fucking over the shit. I swear. But yeah, we'll find cockroaches and those things too, man. And I swear that happened. And that's not, it's not even a big city we live in. It's just a dirty city we live in. But a proud one. But yeah, those fucking cockroaches, man. I had to do I done my fair share of killing cockroaches and then some, and I hate those things. So yeah, they used to fucking live off our fucking Twinkies and fucking Suzuki. Okay, enough of that because I'm really regressing and I might get curled up into a fetal ball. Alrighty. Okay, here's a crazy thing. A New York City woman tried to kill herself by jumping off into a subway train track. So she jumped right before the subway is like about to pounce on her, and didn't end up killing her. Didn't kill her. So now the New York City subway agency has to give her $14.1 million for her damages. She was trying to kill herself, like, oh, I have nothing to live for. She jumps off, gets maimed, loses a couple limbs in the process, you know, and then she sued the subway people because she said that they should have killed her, so now she has to, like, pay for bills and all that. So now they gave her $14.1 million. You know, so if you want to make a scam, go do that. Go to New York City, jump from the subway, just chop off that one leg and then say, hey, I tried to kill myself. Now you owe me $10 million. But that can go to show that the court systems of the U.S. are fucked up. Okay, there's a married couple in, I don't even know where, Newport, I think. I'm not sure, but I'll get back to that later. But there's a lawsuit involving a man and woman, a married couple named Tim and Donna Vogel. They're suing a restaurant owner after the woman, Donna Vogel, complained about her steak being really raw or being really burnt. The point is that she said that she didn't like it, you know, take it back, fucking, you know, it's horrible steak. The restaurant owner got mad, picked up the steak and slapped the woman with the steak. Now she's suing the owner of the restaurant, telling the judge she has lost 75% of her sex life because she can't perform her duty as a wife because 75% of it is gone due to the fact that she got slapped in the face by the restaurant owner with a piece of steak. She is seeking unspecified damages, and you know, how does a lawsuit come to that? That gets crazy, you know. Slap everybody in the case. See what happens then. Do we really want to go to court for this? Alrighty, let's see. That's funny. Alright. Okay, dumb criminal. In Indiana, a man named Edward Green went to the sheriff's office to bail out his friend. And the sheriff said, okay, sit right there, I'll be with you in a second, I'll go, we'll get the paperwork, blah, 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 blah. Edward Green, the friend bailing out the friend from the sheriff's office, fell asleep on the desk. When he fell asleep, his mouth opened, and I guess he had some pockets open, and the cops walking around there found packets of cocaine in the packs. So they can pick them up and put them in the jail next door. What kind of stupid man goes to the sheriff's office to bail out his friend with cocaine in his mouth? They found packets in his mouth. Well, Edward Green, oh, man, that's getting crazy. Okay. And Kingman, a 49-year-old inmate, was killed when he slipped on pieces that he had found in a cell. And then he fell on the floor, with the floor being so slippery with his own pieces, and he fell and hit his head and killed himself. Okay, then supposedly there's a new computer that'll be coming out that can detect stress when you get the recording messages. Okay, I have done a lot of phone calls in my life, and I do a lot of them concerning business and all that. And here's the worst part. I'm busy already. I don't have fucking time to fucking deal with this shit. And when you get the recording message for customer service, press 1. For a billing question, press 2. To speak to a customer representative, speak 3. Para oír el mensaje, and you know, and it goes off, you know, and it goes off. Now supposedly there's a new computer that can detect stress in your voice when you call them up. Like if you like call them up and said, yeah, it's just the phone company, blah blah. Oh man. Supposedly the computer is going to detect stress in your voice and bypass those questions and hook you up with the customer representative right away. So it's going to be like, okay, should it be like, if that computer goes into effect, should it be like, yeah, get me the fucking customer motherfucking representative before I go over there and do some fucking serious shit? You know? Does that mean that, bam, somebody could be on the phone and say, hi man, help me? So we'll see how that works. We'll try it on the Call Me Crazy show. Okay, for all you people who like Motley Crue, Nikki Sixx is reportedly writing songs for boy bands. There was a little poll on VH1 saying, what Motley Crue song should NSYNC cover? Oh man, Nikki Sixx, you suck. Oh, Motley Crue suck. Balls. I loved them back in 1984, and now when I stopped loving them. Okay, I'm going back to the, I'm finishing up here. I gotta get out of here. Okay, in Manchester, that's in Europe, armed clowns went into a wine bar, robbed the wine bar, then told everybody to get the fuck down, and you know the whole bit. Armed robbery with shotgun and knives. And then there was a van waiting for the clowns to come out of the pub. The clowns run out of the pub, get in the van. There's a police pursuit. There's a police chase. A police car is chasing the van with the clowns, who are armed robbers. They chase the clown for a long time. There are 3 accidents on the way to catch the armed robbers. 3 accidents later, the fucking clown escaped. The police involved everybody in the chase in 3 accidents, and the clowns escaped. It's like fucking Captain Kangaroo and fucking Reservoir Dogs all put together. It's like saying Bozo is fucking the Red Clown and fucking he's Mr. Red and fucking Reservoir Dogs. Like, you're gonna have Bozo the Clown and Reservoir Dogs, you know, like, yeah, I'm down. I can hook it up. So imagine that, you had a bunch of fucking clowns rip you off. And then on top of that, the fucking clowns get away from the police. Who the fuck is gonna know who they were? There's a case for it. CSI. Fucking send them over there. They'll find that shit. Crazy. That gets crazy. Alrighty. Okay, then here in the U.S., last thing I'm going to talk about. A man lived with his dead father for a year so they wouldn't be evicted from the apartment housing which they lived in. When authorities found the father, he would get the skeleton sitting in the couch in the living room. The man, who was the son of the father, said he get left in there because the man didn't want to move out. So by the time the authorities got there, it's like the thing past fucking Psycho. It's like Psycho 2002. And like my papa's there. I don't want to move out, so I can't leave him there. And it's happening a lot now because they don't want to move out. You know, he might be disabled or whatever. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna end on a fucking lame ass fucking thing I read about today. About punishment. We talked about the teacher who dumped the cup full of cockroaches. I know that must be traumatic. Fucking teacher. Wasting the little boy's time with fucking dreams and nightmare of fucking cockroaches. But an 8th grader was subjected to being hit with jelly as part of his punishment. And part of the punishment was that all the 8th grader in this class throw fucking jelly at the 8th grader. And you know what even sadder? The 8th grader let himself be smeared and thrown with jelly at him. Then they wonder why kids go in there blasting the whole shit away. But imagine that you're an 8th grader and you're being slimed and the whole class is laughing at you and they're throwing jelly at you. That's like a fucking bad scene from Carrie. It's like the fucking napkin scene from the girl's shower room, if you remember. They're throwing at her and she's like, she don't know what's going on, blah blah. 8th grader don't know what's going on, but imagine that the whole class, including the teacher, is laughing at your ass. You know what I would do? I would get like go up to like, I would go postal on that. I could go fucking ballistic on that kind of stuff. You know, if I was that 8th grader, I would get like run up to the principal and say, hey, these motherfuckers gonna throw jelly at me. Right? That's not fucking punishment. That's a waste of my time. If I want to see that shit, I'll see Fear Factor. I'll see an old rerun of fucking old repeat. You can't do that on television. I'm out of here. I gotta go. The Call Me Crazy show has been on. It's gonna be changing to a new time slot pretty soon. I'll let you keep you posted on that. Marijuana movie coming out pretty soon. Next summer, 2003. Hope you enjoyed last time that you saw the show. Director's Cut, Llorona Part 2. So I'm out of here. I just heard the new remastered Bob Marley Legend CD. Fucking great. 2002 version of the song remastered. I also heard the new Vine CD. We'll see how that comes out. And the Breeder have their new album out. I should have that next week. I heard the new Red Hot Chili Peppers album. Fucking bad. I only heard it once because my friend brought it over to my house. But she fucking bumped it. It was fucking badass. Fucking badass CD. Badass CD. Okay, so I'm out of here. Bye.
Check out what comes after.
One, two, four. Will the real Ray Daniel please stand up? Will the real Ray Daniel please stand up? Will the real Ray Daniel please stand up? You all act like you've never seen a brown person before. Just like our clique, smoking bunk and doing crack in '94. And everyone saying look at the Forbidden Zone, rip out the hookah and more. The only difference is cluckers on TV like Llorona making them G's. And still hanging out being baked. And selling out just like we did back in the day when we were in Sunset Foothills. But
Straight up to you.
we just keep going. We're strong. That's the way we are. We grew up. So one more time, let me tell you, it goes. Yes, I'm really crazy. Yes, I'm real crazy. All you other than crazy are just put those ladies on wall. The real rate, nigga, please smoke dope. Please smoke dope. Please smoke dope. Yes, I'm really crazy. Yes, I'm the real crazy. All you other than crazy are just put those ladies on wall. The real rate, nigga, please smoke dope. Please smoke dope. Please smoke dope. All you TV acts is scared, cause you know, we got the top ratings on this air. The only difference is, we've been doing this for 13 years. Marty running around, grabbing his you-know-what. But he's so cute though, and that's why we say, Ray, Rob, Roach, Paul, Stoney, Louie, Rudy, even Cliff, Coy with the mafioso, and all I forgot, I'm holding a 40. I'm the real crazy, all you other than crazy are just put those ladies who want the real rate, nigga, please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. Yes, I'm really crazy, yes, I'm the real crazy, all you other than crazy are just put those ladies who want the real rate, nigga, please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. Yes, I'm really crazy, yes, I'm the real crazy, all you other than crazy are just put those ladies who want the real rate, nigga, please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. If we don't make it, then no one else will.
Don't miss it, mother booger.
It was. I'm probably recording over it.